Hello, everyone. Reverend Melissa Kennedy here. And today, Spirit has been working with me. Well, they work with me all week, and I never really know what I'm going to talk about till I get up in the morning, and then things just start to come to the surface. I get little signs, I get things that I've learned during the week. And what I've been working with all through the week is alchemy. Okay. And so, what is alchemy? Alchemy is having that ability to just seemingly magically change the energy around you and create a whole new landscape, a whole new way of thinking, a whole new way of being, just by the power of your own thoughts and your own intentions. So I had a little picture come into my awareness this morning, and it was speaking about what an alchemist is. And so an alchemist is also someone that can heal their traumas. They can face the trauma that they've experienced in this lifetime and even go deeper and even know that we are here to heal our family line, our cellular DNA, because remember, we are who we are, but we are also our ancestors, okay? And so when we heal those things within ourselves, we are helping to heal our ancestral wounds, okay? Whether we're aware of them or not, we are doing that right now. So we take the pureness of our hearts, the purest intentions of our hearts, and it seems like we just magically can rise above those traumas, all right? And so that is how we can be divine alchemists in this life. And we're all doing that in some way, whether we're aware of it or not. So a lot of the ways that we create alchemy and we transmute negative energies, negative frequencies, negative vibrations in our own lives is we find the things that we absolutely love to do, and we get so lost, so immersed in those things that we lose our ability to focus on anything else but good. And I always say to people that come to me in readings that are having a difficult time with negative thought patterns or negative thoughts about people in their lives, and they're wishing that people would change and that they would have a better relationship with them. And that's really good. But in the meantime, you can continue to take those triggers, the things that throw you off of your spiritual center. You can continue to take those things and say, this must be some kind of a mirror that is set in place to help me see that I may be embodying some of those things in the eyes of these people that are in my life. Okay. So it's a call within to say, is it time for me to work harder on myself in these areas and just continue to send those people love and know that higher power, God, angels, universe, Christ light, is all working in our favor if we call upon that power and that light in our lives to help us to transmute those feelings and emotions within ourselves. And we can ask for those people that challenge us the most, that they see, that they're on their own journey and that you're not responsible for clearing anything for them, really. You can help them with that, but give them the reins to know that they're able to do the same thing. And you can just send the people love and set your intentions that you want to help the people in your life heal while you are committed to healing yourself. And that's what's most important because, you know, if you're watching this, chances are you are a healer. Okay. You have a higher mission. You've come here to heal others and maybe heal yourself and to help people along their spiritual path. And good for you, keep shining your light, but always know that we're being challenged, and always know that if other people aren't giving you what you think they're supposed to, or what you need from them, know that it's okay. That's just a call for you to give yourself that much more, okay? That much more love, that much more respect. Maybe you need to create better boundaries. Maybe that's why you might feel overwhelmed by people and places and experiences in your life, okay? So it might be a call within, and you might have to just stop yourself if you find yourself in negative thought patterns and say, look, that's not healthy for me. I need to do something that I love to do. And so today, I also sensed in to make sure that alchemy was the proper and correct topic. I mean, I wasn't questioning it too much, but we had sacral chakra come in, okay? And you can carry an orangish stone with you today, and I have my carnelian here with me. And so sacral chakra is all about creation, our divine feminine, our divine masculine, you know, our power in that sexuality that we embody, okay? And knowing that each and every individual embodies both energies, divine masculine and divine feminine. And I'm huge on always talking about creating that balance in your energy, okay? And that's something that I struggle with, you know, because I have a lot of powerful energy as a Scorpio, as a water sign, and people might misunderstand me. They might think that maybe I'm a little bit scary sometimes. Maybe I am. But the point is, I'm just being my most authentic self. And I am an intense person. I do have intense energy, but I am also very loving and caring. And I am very much devoted to my own healing journey and helping others to find their healing and put them on their perfect spiritual center and their perfect spiritual path. So, it is about finding that balance and getting more, for me, getting more into that divine feminine energy. And I am in that, but I think people sometimes misunderstand my energy is very strong and maybe too much in the divine masculine. But that's not my problem, you know, that's not my problem to worry about. I'm just working on being my most authentic self, which is what you need to do as well. We can't worry about the way people see us, perceive us, or embrace us in their lives. It is really about our own most authentic journey. And I'm a big believer in that, you know, just allowing others to be their most authentic selves, stepping back, just creating an ideal sacred space around myself, calling in divine light and bringing all of that divine light down and knowing that I am working out of that divine light. Will I get thrown off my spiritual center? Yes, of course I will. I'm like everyone else. I'm not perfect. If I was perfect, I wouldn't have taken on this physical reality, this avatar, this person that I am right now, you know, but I am here to heal and I am here to fulfill some things in this lifetime. And I realize that. So it's a beautiful journey. Um, so before I started this podcast, I already knew what the mission statement was, what I was going to be talking about. Like I always tell you, none of this is um, staged, okay? You're getting the real authentic words as they come in through me, and you'll even hear my refrigerator going off in the background and all kinds of things because I'm just being my most authentic, real self in my space. And I hope it stops. Hang on a minute. I dropped the card, but wow. So before the podcast, I got a clairvoyant image of the deck that I was supposed to be using today, and it is Keepers of the Light. It's a perennial favorite of mine. And I've worked with this deck for many years, since before the pandemic. And I have to get up because I don't know what's going on with my refrigerator, but I have to turn off a little beep. So give me just a moment. Okay, I'm back. So hopefully that stopped it. So back to my message. I'm not going to edit this out. Very sorry for your time, but you know, as they say, shiz happens, right? So as I was saying, the Keepers of the Light. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this deck. And it was so funny. I would always call it the Divine Masters deck because I felt like every one that's in this deck is a divine master, is a divine alchemist, okay? So we have Bridget coming through today. as our divine alchemist. And it's so funny because I was envisioning this energy that we send out, and that we can imagine that we are that flame within our lives, within our stories, that no matter where we go, we are burning away the darkness, okay? Whether it's at work, at home, the places that we visit. If we're going to the supermarket, we can set our intentions, and we have to be very intentional about our energy these days, about protecting it, creating boundaries around ourselves. If there are people that drag you into the lower frequencies, the lower vibrations, you need to set boundaries around how much time you spend with those people. But anyway, Bridget is coming in to remind us that we have that inner alchemist. We have that strength within us. We have that power. There's no one that can throw us off of our divine path unless we allow them to, unless we actually give them the permission to. Will we get knocked off temporarily? Yes, we will. But like I said earlier, that's just a call back within ourselves, within our spiritual center. That's a call to, can I step up my game? Can I do things a little better? Can I get more intentional? And so the message on the card is move back to wholeness and recognize that you have that power. You really do. And Bridget is working with us. I actually had her come through in a reading. And it was St. Bridget's Day. I believe it was the 1st of February. If you resonate with Bridget, go do some reading about her and ask her just to alchemize the energy. Let her be your divine guide this week, and help her to help you help yourself. So ask her to walk along your path, okay, with you, and to help you to bring more clarity into where it is that you need to connect back in with your divine center, with your divine strength, okay? And so I was called to go into the book, okay, that comes with the deck. And they brought me right to what they want me to share with you about Bridget. So the extended message with Bridget from this deck is your spiritual fire is growing within. Recognize that the power of your soul is greater than you think. You have come a long way since you began this journey. Yes, I have. And yes, you have too. If you're watching this, you know what I'm talking about. You're talking about that tempering, that forging, that clearing of the inner house, of the inner mind, of the inner connection, okay? There is a powerful force within you, and you have the ability to create the wonderful changes in your own life and inspire those around you to do the same. Be aware of new projects, opportunities, and fertile ideas that can grow into something larger than you may imagine. Call on the fiery goddess, Bridget, to light your way ahead. And so you can just imagine that you are walking along your path right now. Just give yourself love right where you are right now, and ask that Christ light, that God light, that universal light, all of the light from the angels to fill your entire body and to burn off any darkness that might be within you right now, and know that you are perfectly clear. You are perfectly free. You are perfectly empowered to walk your most divine, perfect path. And every one of us has come here to do a certain thing, a certain mission. There's no longer competition anymore. So if you struggle with thinking that you are in competition with the people around you, know that you are not. You are only in competition with yourself. And I hope that's in a good way. I hope that you're transmuting and loving yourself all the more as you move forward. And it's interesting because as you know, if you listen to my last two Sunday messages, I was hacked on January 27th. So everything that I created on my Facebook accounts, in my groups, my business page was completely wiped away. And my guides told me that 2025 was a year of great change. And I knew that there was energy around me that I needed to let go of, but I wasn't quite sure how to do it. I knew there was people there that no longer were supposed to be there, and maybe they were judging my journey, And that's okay. That's on them. I'm not judging anyone's journey. I am being my most authentic self. I am being my most authentic, loving self. And so I have a new Facebook page, just Melissa Kennedy. It is me. So if you lost touch with me, that's why. Everything that I had for 14 years gone, just like that, out into the metaverse. Okay. And it is meta. It literally is meta, okay? That knocked me down because, as you know, Meta has taken over Facebook, Instagram, and my Instagram got knocked out too, okay? So yeah, it's just I'm just looking up metaverse, okay, and meta. So it can be used to describe something that is characteristically self-referential. So, um, yeah, it's like the metaverse, like they're holding um so much of people's information, so much of, excuse me, I'm getting some clearing, so much of who we are in a very careless and in a way that's so non-compassionate. It's so inhuman. Okay. It's even inhumane because there's no way I can recover my account. A hacker got my email and my phone number and changed it and completely locked me out. And there's no way to reach Meta. But you know what? I am my own universe. I am my own alchemist. And I know that this year, whoever's meant for me will naturally gravitate back in. And maybe somebody's just finding me for the first time, and they'll naturally gravitate back uh, to me, not back to me. So, yeah. So I am aware of myself. I am aware of my own power. I am my own metaverse, and they can never take away who I really am or the people or the places that are meant to be in my life. So that's my message for this week.